Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to yet another edition of Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio. I'm your host, Fat Ninja, and I got almost all my cohorts with me, but there's more than enough bullshit to go around. So let's go ahead and get everybody introduced. We got the gaming grognard, Obi, one jabroni. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. We're still surviving this heat wave out here. So, yeah, I've got my cooling towel on because it is a hot one.
Oh, got somebody in the chat already. We got Sir Joseph Pesci from the PWO checking in. What's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Thank you for checking out the show and supporting us like you always do. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Sup,
Thank you.
Pesci? How you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. We got our special guest, and hopefully this time he'll camera will be on for the whole show. We got Tunes Brian. What's up, brother? How you doing, sir?
How's it going? I'm assuming that I'm actually showing up the first half here.
Yeah.
After last week, being Mr. Snuffleupagus was actually a dream of mine, and it came true, and I really appreciate that. You got to love technology, though, right?
I can't hear Brian right now.
Not like it's the first time it's happened with me. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh shit! And we got Gonzo in the building. Hey yo.
Hey yo. Say hello to CM Gonzo. What's up, Gonzo?
CM Gonzo. And we got the independent contractor who goes where he wants to go and does what he does. Pook Ninja. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh man, it's Friday night. My leather pants are tight. I'm here to prance into romance. That's me, the Pook Ninja, the independent contractor of all the communities on YouTube.
Oh my goodness. That's just nasty.
and you know for real, there ain't no leather pants fitting in my fat ass. I can tell you that right now.
Unless you got some Crisco to put them on.
So you know I'm spouting some bullshit.
And of course, last but definitely not least, back this week we got the sarcasm specialist, the sniper from the tower, the Rev. What's going on, brother?
If you're wondering how I got the energy to snap all the time, it's these motherfuckers. Hey, Monster, if you want to give us a paid sponsorship, we'll gladly take your money.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, shit, man. It's good to have you back, Rev, because I couldn't show the revamped Rev's rant, so tonight we'll be able to see it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and slide on in. Everybody, welcome to the dojo. So now we're gonna go to what we've been playing. So, Tunes Brian, I'll start off with you, sir. What you been playing so far this week?
Yeah, I've been playing. I fell back into Forza Horizons 5 by accident. I just turned on the thing and I was like, let's see what I got to do here. And then I saw that they have the Hot Wheels expansion, and I was like, ooh, Hot Wheels tracks. So I was giving that a go, and unfortunately, I think Forza really touches my collector bone, if you will, because the game itself, it does get repetitive, but I'm like, hey, I don't have all the cars yet. So Pokemon was sort of a thing for me back in the day, and now Forza Horizons cars are. So that's what I've been playing.
Nice. That's cool. And we actually got a topic that we'll be talking about Pokemon coming up in the show. So for people that love Pokemon or hate it, Pokemon, stay tuned. We'll be talking about that shortly. Obi, I'll shoot it up to you, man. Shoot it up. No, that don't even sound right. No drugs, and we're not involved in the making of this show. Obi,
I don't see Ezra Miller anywhere, so I guess we're all right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Oh, damn.
Obi, bail us out of that one, sir. What you been playing? What you been playing this week?
Unfortunately, I can't bail this topic out because of the insane heat wave. I've not been playing anything, unfortunately. But I will say this: say no to drugs, kids.
Crack is whack. All right, so we'll go over to Pook. Pook, what you been playing this week, man? You been playing
still playing AI on the Switch. And I restarted. Well, I was playing New Order, Wolfenstein New Order on Xbox One via the Series X, and now I'm also playing Old Blood. and a bunch of other little random PC do mods. A lot of shit, but those are the main three.
Mm. All right. And the Riv, what you been playing this week, sir?
I've been in the betting pool betting when Ezra Miller is going to end up like Anne Heche. But besides that point, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, King of Fighters 15, trying to get back into Stranger of Paradise at some point this week because really wanted to get more into that game. I haven't had the time to play that I'd like to. But, I know that at some point I'm probably be on KOF 15 tonight because my sister gets, I need practice. I need to play someone who knows what they're doing. I don't know if it's practice or it's an execution because I usually whoop her ass pretty bad unless I got lag. So, I don't know how much practice she's going to get in. Be careful what you wish for.
I have an impression of Riv right now. Hey, Riv, what's your plan?
Wow. Wow.
He got that Chris Jericho list.
Man. Or that could be taken the other way. It's like, yep, I'm so good. I'm shitting on her virtually and physically.
Oh shit! I have to wipe my ass with her gameplay. I forgot Rugal. That's just it. It's just not even fair.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to the one person watching on YouTube, the one on Twitch, Captain America. Thank you for your service, and we got one on Facebook. So shout out to y'all people that are watching from those platforms. All right, so I guess we go ahead and just shoot on over to our first topic. So unfortunately, hey, people in the chat, what bumpers would you like to hear played on Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio? Nothing crazy, some video game related or whatever. So comment in the chat or our various platforms where we're all located at. We'll eventually see what you want us to have for bumpers. So yeah, I'll put it out to everybody in the community. What bumpers would you like to hear on Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio? All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next first topic. Video game giants had a bad second quarter. Well, this is not actually, a surprise or anything, because you see in the title, it's like people are actually getting outside. I don't know why, because COVID is running rampant again. A second strain that was running rampant, but to each their own. And the shift toward remote work, to me, I think that's the main thing that's driving this. Driving this thing home. So like, I'll kick it over to you, Riv, first. What do you see? Because you got the intricate knowledge of retail also, so I would definitely like to hear your aspect on it.
I mean, you look at it. Here's one of the problems. We are in a financial crisis as a country right now here in the United States. In most other countries, Obi, you're probably inclined to agree. Over there, things ain't doing so good economically as well. And there's this little thing called piracy that exists. So it's like, if you can find a way to play a game without spending the money to play a game, you're probably doing that right now if you're resourceful enough to do it. Secondly, the modern games that are coming out keep adhering to this woke garbage that we're seeing all the damn time. To the point, I just saw a story from Bounding in the Comics about how Guilty Gear, they've co-opted a cross-dresser character, and no, they're just trans now. Well, now you're just alienating people. So I mean, anytime you start with this woke crap, people are like, you know what? I've got a backlog of games a mile long that have been sitting on my shelf for anywhere between like a year ago to 10 years ago. I'm just going to play all that. You've got emulation galore. You've got classics galore. You have so many options to play video games right now that you don't really have to go out there and spend $60. And Brian, you know this. You can attest to this, man. We used to be able to do that shit all the time, but now the more shit we got to do at home with our families, it's like, shit, I can't justify spending $60 on a brand new game, because by the time I get to that freaking game, it's $20 or $14 or 3 for 1 on Steam. So I mean, what's happening is when the economy is freaking bad, people just don't go out there buying the shit out of games like they used to. And then the thing is that you don't even get what you used to with a new copy of a game anymore. You don't even get instruction booklets anymore. Like, you used to get at least some cool shit in the box. Now it's no different from buying the digital copy straight on your damn computer, which, by the way, leads us right back into the wonderful world of piracy, which, by the way, most of our piracy comes from Russia, which now does not give a fuck to enforce piracy rules. Gee, I wonder if that has anything to do with giving $40 billion to Ukraine.
This mini rant has been brought to you by FatNinja Talk Radio.
The show is halfway over already.
Java Monster, pay us. Pay us.
Man. I guess Pook, we got hit with a bit of the time travel bug here, man. The show's half over already. What the hell, man?
Dang, I know, man.
Okay, well, let's rewind time back to tunes, Brian. What do you think about this, bro?
I mean, it really is. It's one of the most predictable things. I mean, whenever the economy takes a downturn, what goes first? I mean, it's not going to be, I'm not going to stop feeding my kids. I'm not going to stop going to work. I'm not going to stop putting gas in my car to get to all the places I need to get to. If my toilet breaks, the money's going there. It just left and right. It's literally whenever you've got freaking $5 gas for the majority of the year or higher, it's like the money's just not there. And then actually, if you look at a lot of the predictions and stuff like that, when you play like the futures markets, they're looking at what it's going to be in the future, and they're kind of guessing at it. A lot of these financial reports are based year versus year, and we're coming out of a period of time where nobody can go anywhere. So profits, the sales numbers, all that were through the roof because what else are you going to do? You're stuck at home. You're going to play games. So you're going to spend any of that extra money you're going to spend on stuff at home to entertain yourself. Well, now that everything's opening up, guess what? We're not hanging out at the house as much. We're going out and we're trying to hang out with friends outside of the house. We're going to freaking picnics and graduation parties and all that shit that we couldn't do for the past 2 years. It's all happening now, which is taking a lot of our time. It's taking a lot of our energy. And I mean, it's literally the most predictable thing in the world.
Absolutely. Very well said, sir. Obi, I'll kick it over to you, sir. What do you think about this, man?
Yeah, it's not surprising, pretty much. I mean, a lot has been said. We've been cooped up for the past, 2 or 3 years indoors, and everyone started to, I even heard stories people just buying game consoles just to keep themselves occupied during the whole situation. And I think there's another one that adds into this whole mix is mobile games, especially free to play mobile games. I think that's a huge contributor in all of this. Game Pass, even Game Pass. Let's not forget the subscription services out there. And there's many to choose from, right? You got Stadia, Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, and their tiers. I don't know them off by hand. I'm not a PlayStation person. But you've got, you throw that into everything. I'm not. It doesn't surprise me that gaming, has declined.
Yeah. Same. We got Easy Digging coming over from Blazer Show. If you haven't checked out Blazer Show, go and check him out. If you don't have the link will be in the show notes of all the videos. And Pook, could you drop Pesci's link for his show just in case people don't got his YouTube channel too, just in case. I mean, I kind of forget about Joe Pesci because he's so popular. It's like, hell, if you don't know who the fuck Joe Pesci is, like, what the fuck you know on YouTube? So,
right.
So Pesci, I do apologize for that. It's my ignorance. Like, hey, he's popular. Everybody knows who the fuck he is. So, yeah. Easy says, hey, gang, just it looks like it says pooping in. Yeah, he has popping in to say hello and smash that like button. Got plans tonight. All right, cool. Well, thank you. Dude.
Easy.
Yep. Thank you for stopping by just to leave that comment, bro. That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because our communities are just as powerful and strong as the people that support them. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, and we got our boy Jason Saunders.
Jason, what's up, Jason?
What's good? What's going on? And let me see. Gonzo said, "Dude sounds like Lord." Lord
He said, "Lord Alfred Hayes, Coliseum home video, baby."
Oh man. Oh, I mean that's like part burn but part respect at the same
Yeah,
time.
it is. It is. That's respectable, man. Lord Alfred
Yeah.
Hayes, TNT with Vince McMahon and shit. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let me see. Easy, man. Fuck you, Easy. I could not stop it to say hello to the black guy that made cry on the internet. But it was one time, man. Come on, it was just one time. I'm sorry that I'm human. But over to you, Rib. What's your take on this topic, bro?
Which one? The games?
Yeah,
Don't you mean Pook? I gave you the book earlier. I
Well,
gave you the
Yeah,
book.
he gave you the.
Rev's already had his gut. So
yeah. I know, but like now, can you give me another perspective,
Oh.
like from your retail experience? That's what I was
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. From a retail standpoint, I mean, just like Brian said, you're going to have a situation where people are spending less because of the fact, again, we're in a recession. If you got to choose between a game and having the money to buy groceries, you're not going to choose the game, especially if the game is $60. In fact, now $70, because the recent crop of consoles has more expensive games on the Xbox and the PS5. But also on top of that, we saw that these consoles are not selling as well as they did before because people are also looking at their PS4 and saying it's still good enough. They're looking at their Xbox One and saying it's still good enough. And you're in the second quarter, which, you're in summertime. So a lot of people really aren't spending a lot of time at home. Your big time is going to be the fall season, targeting for fall and Christmas seasons when it starts getting colder. The days are shorter. People are home. That's when people are going to pick up video games. The summertime ain't really the best time for games traditionally anyway. But also, there's not really a whole lot of good stuff that's been coming out through the summer. There's nothing that people say, oh, hey, this is going to make me sit at home and spend 60 hours, 70 hours on the game. Because right now, it's just not there. And I'm sorry to say, with the PS5 and the Xbox Series S, X, Y, 2, Z, whatever, Comcast modem looking thing. Sorry, Obi. I love you, Obi, but the thing looks like a Comcast router. The thing is, it's not a good time for the consoles, for the PS5 or the Xbox Series, whatever, because they've got like 2 or 3 different series of them now. The Switch is doing better, and I wonder if a lot of that also has to do with that fact you could take the Switch on the go. So just like when people are on the go at these events, like Brian was just talking about, at least with Switch you could take it anywhere. That's why the Switch is still doing so well. Nintendo's doing gangbusters with the damn Switch, and that system is less powerful than anything that's out there right now, and it's still doing great.
Right. Yeah. Big shout out to Great Farmer Freelance. His show today was I got on there and I put I won't even say a PSA. It's just like, what, we get on here to have fun, to have escapism, get away from our shitty ass lives. And when trolls or other outside forces tend to put a dampener on that, we have to circle the wagons. And I made that known on his show. So please be sure, for one, to watch what I said on the show. Hopefully people can catch some inspiration from that. But most importantly, Great Farmer Freelance, he's got an awesome ass community full of a lot of positive people. And we need to support all the decent people because not only do we have trolls on the internet, but unfortunately we have trolls in real life that need to be crushed. So but going over to Pook, what's your take on this, man? Because you got a little bit of retail experience, but we kind of ran in the same circle. So now, how do you think this is affecting the world at large?
I think the guys have already pretty much said it. I mean, summertime is always low. I mean, for sales when it comes to video games and stuff, because people are doing vacations and going to the zoo and whatever, And but I mean, right now, the economy's bad. I mean, people aren't even buying all their groceries because each week because they got to put gas in the tank. And gas is $4 something a gallon, and food has gone up. Everybody knows that shops for food. I mean, everything's gone up. It's difference between, do I need the new Madden that comes out this week, or do I want to get 5 pounds of hamburger to feed my family for a couple meals?
Now
Right.
down here here in Atlanta, some of these people will pick Madden over food.
Yeah.
I know.
Right,
I used to
right.
try to take vacations to avoid being in the store when Madden was out. I'm like, nope, see y'all later. Vacation time. I ain't dealing with it.
Hell
Kids, yeah, those kids are fat enough. They can survive for a couple days till payday, right? Fuck yeah, I'm getting Madden.
Shit, they can eat peanut butter and free cheese. I want my Madden, damn it. I had that
Hell
Madden.
yeah.
I want my
Hell
Madden.
yeah.
But also there's a lot of, if you have a PC, there's a lot of free games. I mean, Epic gives free games out every week, and a lot of those are AAA titles or
Yeah.
decent games. And there's a lot of places like Game Jolt that you can get free games from. And I mean, then there's of course piracy and everything else. So I mean, and then the shit you already own. You know, I mean, I have a bad habit, even though I've got a ton of new games. I play a lot of the same games over and over because I just really enjoy them. So I think it's just a mix of all that, like everybody said, why sales are low. But traditionally they are anyways. I've worked game retail, and yeah, summer's
which is really kind of funny too, because we talk about piracy, and one of the things that actually curtails piracy, it seems like companies are forgetting, and that's if you develop a loyalty with your customers, like to and fro, then they're less likely to pirate. But these companies, they're like, they have no loyalty to their customer base, which is us. And they're constantly doing things like all this NFT bullshit and microtransactioning the shit out of us in every single game.
Electronic arts.
What reason do we have? What reason do we have to be loyal to?
Why the feds do Barron Trump like that, man? You know, they caught him pirating some games. They like broke down the house in Mar-a-Lago. They're like, this kid's engaging in piracy. We taking all this shit.
Then Nintendo's like, what? You like Mario? You said the word Mario in a podcast, and they DMCA you. So because hey, we can't. Like literally, that company is so weird because they're like, let's design Kirby to where kids can draw it. But if they take their drawing and they put it on the internet, we're going to sue their asses.
If I wear the Wario hat on stream, they'll probably take us down right now.
Oh, man. Going to the chat real quick. They know Jim, new subscriber. Thank you for coming out, man. Totally appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, and enjoying all the crazy ass shenanigans that we're going through right now. Because yeah, he's rolling on the floor laughing right now. Jason says, "Yarr!" Laughing my ass off, guys. It's Friday. I'm feeling weird. Hey, any day is cool to be weird. So it don't gotta be just Friday. It don't gotta be just Friday. All right. Anything else anybody want to add to that one before we move on?
Yeah, real quick. The PS5 is the ugliest console. At least
the space heater.
Yeah, at least the Series X fits in my entertainment center.
That's true.
Yeah,
and it's not even.
This was the ugliest set of consoles I've ever seen in my life. I want to say that right now.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's not even the cool looking space heaters. It's those crappy ones back from the early 90s.
That motherfucking system looks like it's going to attack the Starship Enterprise. I mean, that's what that thing looks like. Got some Romulans, some Klingons on that shit. Some Ferengi or some shit.
It's a deformed Borg ship. Oh my goodness! Wow, yo, motherfuckers crazy. Shout out to the 5 people on YouTube, and Captain America is still on Twitch. And unfortunately, the person from Facebook is gone. Oh God, I'm just destroyed. Oh well. Okay, so let's go ahead and move over to our next topic. All right, Digimon Survive. This is what's going to be for Tunes Brian. Digimon Survive reviews gets ripped on Metacritic. The fan base is shitting all over the review because, you, Tunes Brian, being an avid Pokemon fan, you got used to the status quo system. They didn't really change a whole lot. And then in the later iterations, they kind of switched it up a little bit. But now this is a complete, almost a swerve in the opposite direction because it's basically labeled as a visual novel, and it's very, very dark, even though it's been dark since the beginning. Because come on, we take animals, beat them up, basically capture them and make them fight. We have dog fights, basically. So now with this Pokemon Survive taking this very dark, twisted turns, now you being a Pokemon fan, does it really affect you, or is this like these people should just shut the fuck up?
I mean, no, not really. And here's the thing: like, we grew up in what I would refer to as a different generation, to where we can deal with deviation when it happens, and a lot of people just simply can't. They can't deal with anything that deviates from the norm. You see this a lot in pretty much every aspect of our culture now. With like, just look at comic book movies, right? So a comic book movie comes out and it doesn't follow the story arc exactly. You get people out there going on fucking diatribes about how they've abandoned it. Oh my god, Batman's cowl wasn't this shade of gray. It was just a shade darker. What do they think? Like, that's the society that we live in, and with things like Metacritic, what's great about Metacritic is that it had a beginning that actually worked. But like everything, the whole troll culture and stuff like that, it's not feasible with everything that goes on. And I don't know how you fix something like Metacritic to kind of curtail some of this stuff. But review bombs on Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and everything else like that, it's all an example of just where we're at in society. If we don't like something a little bit, then you get a whole swath of people that just sweep in and say, we're just gonna mess everybody's day up. So how much do you pay attention to it? If you like Digimon or whatever, you're not. You're just gonna play it and come up with your own opinion, which is exactly what people should do. Watch videos, educate yourself, but don't go on Metacritic. Just play the game.
Yeah. Yep, totally agree. We got Nitro Freak in the building.
Whoa.
Hey, if y'all are not sub to this guy, you need to, especially if you need words of encouragement, a deep, friendly community to be a part of, and he breaks down all the ins and outs of YouTube. So if you want to help grow your channel, because I listened to him for only 2 days now, and how I run my YouTube channel has changed significantly. So yeah, if you need to know some ins and outs, and plus, dude's overall, he's a cool ass dude. So if you need some advice on YouTube and stuff like that, and or like I said, just somebody cool to have a lending ear, for you to bitch at about your day or whatever, he's the one to look for. So yeah, look him up also on YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, cool ass guy. So Pook, I'll go ahead and shoot it over to you. What do you think about this, man?
Well, you say it's going to be a graphic novel or digital novel type game. I love playing those kind of games, so I definitely kind of am interested in checking that out at some point. But I never followed reviews. I learned that from back in the old days of Electronic Gaming Monthly and stuff, because there would be games. One I remember really offhand was Fatal Fury for the Sega Genesis. They gave that game like 4s, and I thought it deserved a 7 or 8. And there was a lot of games I used to avoid because I always followed. That was like my Bible, And then I found out there was a lot of games that I enjoyed that they didn't. So I've ever since the EGM magazine days, I don't follow reviews. I might watch it, get a a viewpoint. Read it, get a viewpoint. But for the most part, I just stick to what I like. I'll wait and go ahead and pick it up on my own. So I don't really care what Metacritic or anybody else would say. But it said Digimon. I'm not a real fan of Digimon, but being a graphic novel, I love those kind of games. So saying it's going to be dark and stuff, I probably might check this out now. So they may have actually gained a person that would be into the game now with that.
Just realized I think I said Pokemon survived, didn't I? If I did,
right.
I'm
and then I'm gonna after the show I'm gonna play my Michael Vick Pokemon Deathmatch though, so watch out for that one.
Oh shit!
My favorite.
Michael Vick only uses electric type Pokemon.
Oh no! No. Oh man! Oh my god! Real damn. Okay, Obi, what do you think about this, bro?
I stopped caring about Metacritic and the big YouTubers. I'm not, not going to name any. IGN. No, I stopped caring about what those people say. I always go to independent YouTubers and what they think, because their opinion, even if they've got 2 subscribers, I don't care. As long as their opinion matters and they tell the truth, I'm up for it. But you know what? I think the other thing that helps games is trials or demos, whatever they call them now. Also, put it on Game Pass. I know we're going to talk about this more in depth afterwards, but put the game on Game Pass. Why not? I mean, for the people who still have it, I know we're in a recession and everything, but if you have, if they put these things on Game Pass, why not? Right? Gives you to try it, not for free, as part of your subscription as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, Riv, what do you think about this, man? What's your take on it?
I mean, I've never been a big Digimon person anyway, but on the same token, like, you can't trust the reviewers because these are people who will give a game a 10 as long as a suicide girl gives them a hand job, which is how we got Gamergate to begin with. So, like, games journalists are the most fucking biased, inaccurate. They're the prostitutes of journalism. Because as long as they get themselves a free copy of a game or some validation or whatever, they're going to give a game a 9 or a 10. Like Pook said, these people gave, Alvarez IGN gave Fatal Fury a 4. I guess because they weren't paying you as much money as Capcom was for the free advertising of Street Fighter 2 at the time. Which, why Street Fighter 2 even needed advertising, being that it was on every street corner in the United States, I don't understand. But that's another story for another day. On the same token, you can't trust these reviewers, these review sites, because either they're going to over-embellish and give something a high score, or they're going to give something a low score, and it's not based on anything other than either politics or somebody who didn't pay them enough money. Like, in fact, a lot of the time when something's got a low review on Rotten Tomatoes, a low review on Metacritic, it's actually usually the opposite. It's usually pretty damn good because of the fact that their opinions weren't bought and paid for. If you like Digimon, you're going to like Digimon games. That's just going to be flat out. I mean, I never really got the whole idea of like a rhino that like digivolves into a toilet bowl, digivolves into like a tanker, a jet or something like that. I mean, Digimon was really weird. At least Pokemon consistently, for the most part, you could see how they're evolving and they're the same animal. But Digimon, you just have you'll have like a cat that like digivolves into like a shoe, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? What the hell is going on? I've just never really understood it. So I guess, if I had to pick one, I've always leaned more towards Pokemon than Digimon, but all that was that's not my time. My time was Transformers. I'm older than I look, so.
Right.
Our Pokemon was Transformers. Our Pokemon was getting all 5, all 6 Constructicons and forming Devastator.
Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I heard that. Shout out to the 3 people on YouTube. Captain America still on Twitch. And the person on Facebook is gone. Damn it.
They went to go report me. I hurt their feelings. Probably was Mountain Timer again.
Great Furnace, like yes. We Transformers faux sure. Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's where it's at. That is where it's at. Okay, anybody else want to add anything to that before we move on to the commercial break?
No, I don't.
Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and play our EV Mux commercial. I am an affiliate. You do see it where my name tag is. If you are so inclined to use EV Mux and have a paid version, please use my affiliate link because I will get a slight kickback from that, and I can actually afford. I don't have to make a life decision of continuing to pay for EV Mux or feed my family. So I love my family, but I like EV Mux too, so it's a toss-up. Okay, we're going to play the commercial. It's about 1:15, so go ahead and grab a beverage, bathroom, wipe your hands off of some greasy fried chicken if you happen to be eating it. And so we will be back shortly. You have been listening and watching Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio.
All right, I'm live. that was easy.
And we are live.
All right. Thank you for taking a look at that commercial from EVMux, because, like I said, it's a great streaming software. And yeah, if you want to try it out, they do have a free program. So enough about that. Back to the show. So now, of course, thank the guys that Riv is back, because this is what you all really actually come to see and come to listen to. Riv just taking a shit over whatever he feels like taking a shit on. So here we go. Riv's rants. It's up. Let's go.
Oh shit. All right. So, what am I going to rant about today? Well, one thing I definitely got to rant on, because we are in August and we were talking about it a little bit, is I gotta crucify Electronic Arts, because here we go with another year, another Madden game, another frenzy of trying to get your football fix every damn year. But why do we keep giving EA money? What does EA really do other than change the number on a football game every year? Or even worse, it's even worse if you're a soccer fan. FIFA's been the same game like for 10 years in a freaking row. What does Electronic Arts really offer other than turning you upside down and emptying your pockets? They're basically the IRS of the video game genre. Now, you heard that there's been a terrible second quarter for video games, an absolutely horrible second quarter. Well, like everybody was saying, maybe it's the fact these companies don't really give a damn about you. Give me the money, give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. What have you given us other than overpriced $35 DLC? For nothing. For nothing. You're not even giving us good content at this point. Everything is a la carte. You can't even put an instruction booklet in the box. What are we really getting for our money? Can you blame anybody in this world for saying, you know what, nah, fuck y'all. I'm good. I'm gonna buy some food, I'm gonna put some gas in my car and keep going. Maybe the problem is that quality has disappeared, because I don't know about y'all, but when I was growing up, you had games like, I know Pook's gonna remember Working Designs, because they worked with Sega very closely. Some of the best JRPGs in the world came on to the Sega systems. And you'd get like cloth maps, you'd get collectible figures, you'd get an instruction booklet that was like 80 to 100 pages long. That's called love for the fans. That's called fan service. It's not just about the titties and asses in the King of Fighters games. When did corporatism get so greedy that y'all motherfuckers want to charge us $10 more for a whole hell of a lot less? Because anybody who's worked in retail and sees the prices on these things know that the copy of the game, it's nothing but profit at this point. It's just, it costs them almost nothing to make those discs. It costs some fingertips for some slave labor over in China to make those discs. But they ain't really putting nothing in the box. And that includes not putting any heart and soul in the box. So maybe you companies just don't deserve our freaking money. You don't deserve our loyalty. You don't deserve our respect. You don't deserve our love. Maybe that's why people are sailing the seas a lot more often. And maybe it's absolutely deserved. Looking at you, Blizzard, who even despite turning these simps upside down for hundreds of millions of dollars of cheap mobile game Diablo money, y'all still didn't make second quarter. That's why Microsoft buying your ass. There'll only be like 3 video game companies left. Tough shit. Maybe you should have treated your customer better. The customer is always right. It's time y'all start remembering that.
Oh, damn.
Just had flashbacks of falling down.
That's going to be me if I ever visit EA's headquarters. We're rolling back prices to 1965.
Yeah, I love those working design releases like the Lunar and Lunar 2 and all the extra goodies. And
dude, they gave you the whole soundtrack in the box. Like,
I know.
Man,
that was some love that they used to show us. Now
one of their games, I think it might have been Ark the Land Collection, even had a pocket watch in there.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Now we can't even get a fucking booklet.
Yeah.
I just want two things from EA, and they're right there. You bring us back some Deadly Strike and some Mutant League.
You know what they're gonna start?
Some high def shit.
They're gonna stop giving us boxes. They're just gonna give us a little envelope that you put the CD in. The envelope. Here's your game, son.
Oh my god!
It's in the envelope. It's in the game.
Yeah, and when you got to go the whole way back to Genesis era before, I could probably say the original Xbox era, with The Godfather. The Godfather game was pretty decent, but when you go back and play it now, you're like, holy repetitiveness, Batman.
Right.
But yeah,
you know what?
You're exactly right. I mean, EA just basically says, what can we make money off of? And they go and they exploit that. Your Maddens. The only reason to buy Madden this year is if you're a Madden fan. With the special John Madden edition, with him having passed away. But I've not bought one, I don't think, since 2009. Why? Because it's always the same fucking game.
Right.
But then you got yeah, and then they get like these exclusivity deals. It's the perfect argument against exclusivity deals because the 2K series was kicking their ass until that happened. And then you got like the Star Wars. They went and they basically shit all over that. Like, okay, Battlefront. They're the same two games, and it's like, you know what? Nah.
And I gotta add one thing around. I gotta give a big old fuck EA for not bringing us a new Road Rash game because that was my jam back in the day. That's really what pisses me off. We ain't even got a new Road Rash to show for our troubles with EA.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're just going to just jump right into the third topic. WWE, more Vince, hush money. Of course, we all seen this coming, and it's really pathetic because this man used to be on top of the wrestling world, and now he is just he's not even a former shadow of himself. He's just something that just needs to be buried and just forgotten about. So Obi, I'll go ahead and start off with you, sir. Like, is this any more surprising than any other stupid bullshit that Vince has done?
No, to be honest with you, I didn't even know that there was more. So, because I've not really been following it since the last time we talked about it. I think everyone may be like that on the panel because it's like, well, you've seen it once or twice. It's like, I think with the way the current product is, it's kind of improving. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna follow the Vince stuff anymore because it's like it's repetitive at this point, right? So I didn't even know though. So wow, more women. What a shocker.
He said, oh, okay, Tunes Brian, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you. So what do you think about this? More of the same, or what do you think?
I mean, you got like a billionaire who's running a company that through the entire Attitude Era was basically a strip show for female wrestlers. Which, given my age back then, yeah, all right. The only real question is how much of this 19 million or whatever was kicked over to the Mae Young?
Mae Young.
Not enough. Not
she
enough.
was a looker in the 30s.
Yeah.
1830s.
1830s. Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh, hell no. Okay, Pooks, what's your take on this, bro?
Vince has been swinging the genetic jackhammer. Man, you know what? I mean, this may sound bad, but if Vince was fucking some of the hot wrestling chicks and he paid them off so they don't say nothing, as long as the chicks were cool with it, I don't give a shit. I mean, why the fuck would I care? Hell, Vince McMahon running around fucking all them hot looking women. It's Vince McMahon. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, as long as he didn't do anything against their will or anything, I don't think anybody said that, did they? I think it was more of he paid them off to hush up with money that was because now the company's publicly traded and all that. It's like other people's money, but I don't give a fuck. It's Vince McMahon. I don't own stock in WWE, so go Vince.
I think the issue is that he borrowed or took money from the company. I think that's the argument, right?
Yeah, doesn't bother me. I'm not invested in the company. And Vince McMahon, that's fucking Vince McMahon. I mean, that's
Right.
hey, go Vince. I don't care.
He said, "Go figure." All right, Riv. What about you, man? What's your what's your take on this, bro?
In a world where the video games are creatively devoid, you mean to tell me that not one video game developer said, you know what the game we need is? Vince McMahon Simulator. You walk around like Vince, swing your big dick out with your money. Damn it! I said, who's gonna suck my dick tonight? Yeah, bitch. You like that, don't you? You suck that dick or you're fired. Like, I just want a Vince McMahon Simulator who just walking around being an asshole to everybody. Tell me I have better hair than Donald Trump. You say it, damn it. You know, can you just fucking imagine Vince McMahon Simulator, just him walking around, just like, you know, he puts that bitch's head down between his legs and like a Muzak version of No Chance in Hell starts playing while he's getting this casually. I mean, I don't even care that he's embezzling money at this point. It's like, just make a video game out of it. 2K has gold on their hands and they're just sitting on it right now. We could have a Vince McMahon Simulator and it would be the most fun game of all time. It'd be game of the year. It'd be God of War without all the killing. It'd just be the Kratos fucking part with Vince. I got balls the size of grapefruits.
Yeah. I'd buy that game over the new Madden, just saying.
And they'd make it the same game every year and it would still sell.
Yeah.
Linda McMahon would be very unhappy, but that would be it.
Right. And nobody cares about that. Modding community, I implore you, please take Leisure Shoot Larry and put the Vince mod.
Yeah.
Put it out for free too, so
Yeah.
You can play it and everyone else can play it for free because there's a recession going on and everything, so we need to get it for free.
Right. And,
Just take a current game and mod it.
Yeah, Gonzo says it's a bit messed up how quickly turn. Well, that's the way of the world. You know what? When those girls were getting paid that money, of course he wouldn't say nothing. But all of a sudden now it dried up. He raped me. Shut the fuck up. You knew what the hell you was doing. Shut up.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes.
You expected decency from a guy who had a nameplate for women that just said the hose during the Attitude Era. Like, y'all know what was going on. Come on.
Right. I mean, come on. The guy came out the hose. Come on, man. And I think we killed Jim. So. He's cracking up. With the wrestling world the way it is, like there's so much different stuff going on now. It's like I'm not going to say a perfect storm, but it's almost kind of interesting because, like, okay, on one half you do see where the cards are going to fall, but on the other hand you see there's a whole lot of randomness kind of going on. It's kind of like, playing, Dungeons and Dragons, roll the dice is like, oh well, I got the superior armor and you still roll a 1. It's like, oh fuck, I still got hit, or damn, I missed my attack even though I had a plus 50 longsword or whatever. So it's that randomness, I think, that kind of keeps people, wanting to see what happens. So
a lot of companies as well. A lot of companies, a lot of products out there. That's why we have to rely. That's why I'm glad PK. We have PK because he breaks all that down, right? So
Yep, absolutely. Okay, well, let's go ahead and shoot over to our last topic here. All right. Microsoft accuses Sony of blocking rights. They're cock blocking. They're trying to sway them for not getting their games to put up on Game Pass. And I mean, this is just normal practice between the big two. I mean, I would say big three, but I mean, who cares about Nintendo besides their games? But this is just common practice, but it's still shitty practice because me and Obi were talking before the show. There is only the the big three. I'll put Nintendo back into it. But so there's enough gaming and money to go around, despite us being in a recession, a financial recession, for the past, well, hell, several years. You might as well say. But it don't matter who the fuck is in office. We're all, all the little guys are still getting screwed over anyway. We still have the ability to buy games, and there are some people that still have. They got all three systems. They buy games for all those systems. So why of the stupid ass, shitty ass practice? So Pook, I'll kick it off to you, man. Like, what do you think about this?
I think it's just business. I mean, if Sony can get a company that's not like Capcom to not put stuff onto like the Game Pass or whatever, and if they got the money to block them, more power to them. And the same way around the other way too. If Microsoft can get a company to do something before it goes over to Sony, more power to them. That's business, baby. That's business, if you will. So I mean, hasn't it always worked like that, right? That's business. That's not anything bad. I mean,
yeah.
What's up,
Babu, Surf Vap? Hello, Pook and Fat Ninja. Anyone see Surf Vap? I lost him early in a dust storm.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
Well, I hope you find Surf App soon, Babu.
Yapple dapple. Shit. Oh my goodness. Shout out to the 6 people on YouTube and Captain America still fighting a good fight on Twitch. Thank you very much. So oh my goodness, Yapple dapple. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm too fucking old. Handsome dandy.
Handsome dandy.
What up, man? Thank you for coming out and hanging out and listen to this insane nonsense that's coming out of our face holes right now. Tunes Brian, let me kick it over to you, sir. What do you think about this, man?
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny because I honestly don't believe this actually comes up until Sony tried to block the Activision deal by saying that it gives them an unfair advantage, and Microsoft was literally like, "Why would we pay that much money for Activision Blizzard?" And then basically eliminate half of our customer base. That wouldn't make sense. We're not going to profit unless we sell it on Sony. And at that point, it was kind of all gloves are off. They're like, hey, you wanted to accuse us of being like backhanded things. It's like, you're literally paying people to keep us off your service because Sony, let's be honest, the problem with being at the top for so long is you become stagnant. Microsoft comes in with Game Pass. It's the one thing that could knock them off their perch. Because whether Sony is willing to admit it or not, Game Pass is a service that will move people to a different console. I mean, it's just a point of fact. Because paying, say myself, we were talking about the economy earlier. I can't just drop $60 a month on a game, but guess what I can do? $15, $16 a month works. Because now I'm paying all kinds of games, and Sony people like the console warriors. I love you, console warriors. I love you. Because you should love all children, and you all have the mentality of a child. But the console warriors say, oh, the AAA games are not there on Xbox. But there's plenty of games you can play, and you can do it for $15. So why wouldn't I love that service? Why am I going to shit on Microsoft for having that service when I still have my PlayStation there and I can play the PlayStation games too? So why can't we just say, hey, this is something that might move people from one console to the next, especially in this economy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm just going to pretend it's for Chanel, so it's smelly fur.
Yes, D3 in the building, checking out the show. Thank you for getting, because once again, it's the butt crack of dawn over there. So thank you very much, D3, for coming out and showing support for the show. Thank you so much. So now, Obi, I'll kick it over to you, sir. What's your take on this?
Yeah, it's business. I get that. But to me, all of us here on this panel and everyone in the chat, we're the end users. We're the ones who have to suffer through this, right? So, and I never met the guy, and I'm talking about Phil Spencer. I've never met the man, but I would love to, because I would, when he comes on stage, he's the type of guy, and I think he's even said this before on interviews, that he's even said, they've asked him that would you allow Game Pass on Switch or PlayStation? He said absolutely, I think Phil Spencer's the type of guy. He just wants everybody to make money and the gaming industry to thrive, right? And he has said that. You can look it up on interviews, on various whatever, on various outlets. But again, I get it though. What Pook said, it's business. At the end of the day, if they got a cock block or do whatever, that's that's up to them. For us, it sucks though, because we're the ones who got to suffer. We're the ones who got to miss out on certain games on the platform, whereas Sony gets it for. I mean, we're still waiting for Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox. They said it was going to come out at a certain time. It still hasn't. We're still waiting on this side of the pond to get it, and everyone else on Xbox. So yeah, it sucks, but I do believe Phil Spencer is a good guy, and whoever I got to talk to get him on this show would be great. It would be absolutely fantastic. I would probably faint just if he was on, because I do genuinely believe he does want the gaming industry to thrive, and that's all I gotta say, really.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are the DCS in this aspect. We got these parents fighting over what's best for the children, but of course we all get screwed. So yeah, somebody needs to hold them accountable. It's not about. I mean, okay, yes, they are businesses. They got to take care of their bottom line. But you know what? If you're making decent games, you won't have to worry about a bottom line, because everybody will be lining up to buy your product. It's like Riv and all of us have alluded to earlier. It's like, start making some better games so you won't have to worry about that.
And finally, if you don't mind, can I just say one more thing? Series S, 199. When they buy Call of Duty and Activision and all that, you put that out for 199 COD on the box. People are gonna buy that. I'm sorry, so that's just the way it is. That the way that brand is, Call of Duty. A lot of people play it. I don't play it personally, but a lot of people do. Yeah, it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly off the shelves. And we'll revisit this. I know, because when that deal goes through, I'd love to come back to this.
Yeah, D3 says, well said, Fat Ninja. Yeah. I'm just speaking the truth, and I mean, I'm an old fart, so me and the guys here on the panel, we've been around a long time. We've seen how great the gaming sphere was back when we were younger, and just seen it turn into a abysmal dumpster fire that it's become. So shout out to the 4 people on YouTube, and Captain America still holding it down on Twitch. So finally, Riv, what's your take on this, bro?
Well, I mean, see, I've always settled this by not having any loyalty to any of these companies, because they ain't got loyalty to us. They don't give a shit about us. So I don't give a damn about Microsoft. I don't give a damn about Sony. I don't give a damn about Nintendo or Sega. And I got love for Nintendo and Sega, but I don't give a damn about any of them past what I can put on my table to play at any point in time. That being said, Microsoft and anybody who thinks that they're not going to cut Sony off from every Bethesda game, every Activision title, y'all don't know your history, because this is how Microsoft has done business since the beginning of time. Just ask Apple how that works out. All right, because Microsoft has a history of doing this. They are an authoritarian company. They're the first one. They're the biggest one. All right. If they could install Windows in your asshole, they would do it if they could get away with it. Now, that being said, on the same token, Sony is paying companies to not put games on Microsoft. The problem with that is Sony isn't paying them to put the games on Sony either. Now, I mean, I've got the PlayStation Plus or whatever subscription every month, and only recently have they come out with some decent games. I think they gave like Tony Hawk 1 and 2 this month, as a matter of fact. But traditionally, they've put out some awful shit. I mean, again, you're giving me that FIFA game that's been the same game every fucking year. I'm not gonna play that shit. You're gonna give me a Sims game that I mean, how many damn expansions do you have to buy to make the Sims worth a damn? I mean, it'd be one thing if Sony were paying to put those games on their counter to Game Pass. They're not. They're just paying these companies to not put it on Microsoft. which is bitch made, Sony. Now, here's the thing. When Microsoft comes out with, Call of Duty on their system, that's all fun and good. Call of Duty is crap, and everybody knows it. So why is it, Sony, y'all, in your wisdom, instead of just buying Bungie, getting Destiny 2, did y'all forget about SOCOM? Do you not have somebody who could put a competent SOCOM game together anymore in 2022? Build your brands. You can do it. Just look at Kratos. Look at God of War. You're capable, Sony. What you have is the console version of erectile dysfunction because y'all don't have the confidence to come up with your own brands. You were able to do it before. You've got a lot of great exclusive titles. Y'all had so many good exclusive titles. That's why Microsoft had to counter by buying everything all of a sudden. So why is it that Sony is so scared of Game Pass instead of developing their own shit to be competitive? That's all you got to do. And if you did that, we all win. Because then we all have good shit to play, regardless of console. Because we, like we said earlier, there's people who have all three consoles. We have people that don't have loyalty to systems. We have loyalty to the games we want to play. And we'll go where we can get those games. So instead of cock blocking Microsoft, why don't you unblock your own cock and come out with some stuff we want to play on the Sony systems? It's very simple.
Oh my goodness, we got 2.5 rounds of River Red.
We got 2 for the price of 1, folks.
Coffee is a hell of a drug.
And you're not wrong about Microsoft's influence either, because they've convinced my wife to call my penis Microsoft.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Why?
Microsoft.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they're welcome.
Yes. D3 says, just watching and listen to you guys. Hey, that's more than enough. I can't ask no more than that. It's early in the morning for you over there, so thank you. If you need to listen to a very talented singer, beautiful young woman, and overall just a cool ass human being, please go to her channel, check her out. No Tunes Brian, not D Furry channel, is D3 Fur channel. Same, and her YouTube name is just exactly the same. So thank you very much, D3, for coming out and supporting the show. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Riv, you're fucking amazing, bro.
Thank you.
All right. Does anybody else have anything to add to that before we go ahead and get out of here?
No.
Sony can improve PlayStation Plus. They can easily improve it. They can get day and date. They can do everything, right? They've got the tiers. Probably giving Riv a lot of tiers. But yeah, they can easily improve the service tomorrow if they wanted to. They can put a lot of PS1 games on there. That might entice me to pay for it again.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Like Riv said earlier, what happened to the customer is always right? I mean, like back in the day, it was something wrong with a game or whatever. We took it back to the store. It's like, this game sucks ass. I don't want it. Like, okay, here's your money back. It was just that simple. Now we gotta, go ahead and contact our support team. Okay, where's the phone number? Oh, well, just go to our website. You go there and you got to search for 15 fucking minutes to find the damn number if they got one.
And then you call after 20 minutes. Hello, my name is Bob. How may I help you? I'm Bob from Minnesota. How may I help you?
Minnesota?
Wait a minute. You sound like you're not from Minnesota. Hold on, okay? I will read the manual to you. Very well. Thank you for calling Microsoft. How may I help you today? I am as American as apple pie.
PS
game Killzone, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a shame because they've got such a good library on the PS1/2, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
I was playing Killzone 2 on PS3 maybe a couple months ago. I got back into that. I had to get used to the control because it's not your typical FPS control, but yeah, great game, great series. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, great vape pen. Actually, it's actually a watermelon flavored shit. This is really good. No, I wish I could actually show you the name of it. It's legit watermelon.
Legit watermelon. Okay. I thought we were doing those jokes again.
Oh, hey, those jokes are always welcome. Yeah, that was clucking funny. So shout out to the people on YouTube. As soon as I said shout out, fuck you, whoever dropped off of YouTube. It was at 6. Now it's at 5. Fuck you. No, I was playing.
That was bumping. You don't like my impression?
Oh, I scared them. They came back and jumped back up to 6.
Yeah, they came back.
6.
They decided they didn't want none, Ninja. They didn't want none, so they came back.
Oh hell! That person got scared and brought a friend. That was 7. That was 8. Oh holy shit! I should be more violent. I guess.
Now you see why I do it.
There you go. Yeah.
We got Weave's World in the building. New subscriber. Please check out his channel. He does a ton of shout out videos for people in the community who are kick ass, and he does shout out videos like all the time, plus other type of content. And most of all, importantly, he is a gamer. So if you need some true, honest game content, please follow him. Yes, he's a cool ass guy.
And I could use a weave. I could use a weave actually, if you look here. Oh, wrong kind of weave, right? That's the wrong weave. Okay.
And D3 says, I'm really not into games, but yeah, I love to listen to how you throw your knowledge out to one another. Hey, that's what we do. You know, if you don't get entertained or informed, you know, you're going to get one of the two. And if you can't get those two, well,
and we're the best looking panel on the internet as well.
Absolutely, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, it doesn't really matter if you're not into games. I mean, the whole point of this show is you don't have to be into gaming, but I mean, maybe you might want to dabble into gaming one day as well.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I'll weave you up a weave. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I can use one. Look at this, man. It's a mess.
Okay, Weave says not primarily a gamer, not done a gaming video in 4 years, but I mean, you know what you're talking about though. So your knowledge, you know, how vast or how little, it's still appreciated here on this show, because you know what, don't matter how old you are or how young you are, just as long as you got an honest opinion about the gaming world, your opinion is always welcome here on FatNinja Game Talk Radio.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Jason chimes in. Killzone is awesome. I was even impressed with the one on PS2 way back. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Absolutely. Okay.
I think the PS2 one was one of the better graphics PS2 games for that time. The first Killzone, it was a nice looking game for the PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, for sure, because at that time the graphics that were being pumped out by that pushed that system to its absolute limits, and it looked phenomenal. So yeah, well, of course that was back then where people actually gave a damn about how games were made. But yeah. All right. Anything anybody else want to add before we go ahead and get out of here?
No.
Okay. Shout out those people that I yelled at earlier. They all left. We're back down to 5 on YouTube, but that's okay. Captain America is still holding it down on Twitch. Thank you very much, wherever you are. And let me see. Weaves, he says the height. The hell gas and we're lethal. And man, you talk about that was damn near Elden Ring before Elden Ring even came out, bro. That should have given you fucking fits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the outro, and we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And for the first time, you'll probably be able to hear Pook saying "out," because I thought just as long as you had his camera hidden, it was still, the audio would go through. So all these times I went back through to watch the last part of the video, never heard anything. So this time, fuck it, his camera's going to be on with me in the outro. So damn it, we're going to make it happen.
All right.
All right. Thank you once again for tuning into the episode. I'm sorry, Pook is totally hidden by comments and everything else. There he is. So thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode. Hope you had fun. Hope you got informed, or just thought we were completely nuts, or we thought something was funny. So all of our socials are in the link below. Donations are never required, but greatly much appreciated. If you want to check out EV Months, they do have a free program. If you do want to become a paid member, please remember to use my affiliate link because I do get a small bit of Twinkie money with that if you do. So, we're going to get out of here. My name is Fat Ninja, and when you least expected it, I just stole your sandwich. Later, folks.